Hi Scrappers, today I wanted to show you some altered books. I saw these on Pinterest, and when I went to the blog I found out that she has the printables and the instructions for most of these books. I'll put a link to her blog in the description box. If you love Halloween, you're going to love this blog. She's got the neatest ideas and the neatest stuff on it. Very talented young lady, and you'll really love this blog. So, okay, the first one, I got these books at a garage sale. They were just old and dusty books, and they were perfect for this project. If you look here, you can see that the book's embossed. So I thought it made that look kind of cool. So all I had to do was print this out with the with my computer, and I just cut this up and glued it behind a Michaels frame, and I put this on a piece of chipboard and just hot glued it on, and then I hot glued some of these hands that we get at Michaels. So there's my first one. My second book, all you have to do is print out the sheet, distress the edges, and glue it on. I didn't like the color of this book, so I painted it with Tim Holtz Distress Stains. And then these also come on the printable sheet. And I just kind of beat the book up a little bit, tore this, and just kind of hammered the pages a little, did a little sanding on it just to make it look old. So there's my next book, or second book. Okay, this one was a lot of fun. If you notice the texture on this, it kind of looks like old worn leather. And what I did with this was, and the instructions are on her blog, but I Mod Podged the cover, and then I laid a piece of 1-ply paper towel that was ripped from a 2-ply. You just take the 2-ply, you tear it apart, and you just put the 1-ply down on top of Mod Podge. And then I Mod Podged over that, and I kind of wrinkled up the paper. And then I painted it brown. And then I took some acrylic paint that was lighter, and I dry brushed it to get the lighter shades. And then I used a Tim Holtz book plate. This eye was from my old Curiosity Shop mini, and I glossy accented that after I put it in the frame. And then I added this plate, and I just painted it the same color that I dry brushed on here. And then I distressed it with black soot. And then I stamped spider webs in the corner. And this is from my Mind's Eye Lost and Found collection, their new Halloween stuff. So that was really fun. I also, this next book, I did the same technique on the book. This is my Goblin book. You can see the technique on there. This one I painted black instead of the brown. And these are pieces of stuff from the dollar store. I got a package that had this flat skeleton, and I chopped off the skeleton head, and then I took another skeleton head that was a little bit bigger, and I cut the face part off till it was flat. Then you glue it down. The horns I made with female clay. The wings are from a bat. And what you do is you just chop these things all up and assemble this together. So you do this and glue it on the book. I painted the book black. I painted the book black after I put the paper towel on it and let it dry. And then I dry brushed it. And this you also paint black. And then I took some metallic copper paint, and you just dip your finger and you just lightly rub it, because you don't want to fill all of it in. And I just rubbed it all over. And basically, that's it. And then I put these pieces in the corner, these little stud type things. These are from Recollections. And then on the side, I did chain. I just punched some holes in the book and put the chain through it. This is my favorite one. I thought it turned out so cool. It's a lot of fun. The last book I have to show you is my Arachnophobia book. And what you do on this is a window decal that I got at Dollar Tree. There's a sheet that comes with 4 of them on, and I glued it onto the book, and then I took my glue gun and I made the web. You just do it freehand. And there's the book plate here. This is just hot glue dots to look like nails, or whatever you call them, the studs that hook it to the book. And then I painted, the technique on this one is you Mod Podge little pieces of tissue paper over it. And once you get the tissue paper really wet, then you just take the paintbrush and you just kind of poke it around the spider web and all the raised portions of it. And it kind of gives it that neat texture. And then I painted it all black. And then I took my finger and I just dipped it in the paint. And I first put a white paint on it. And then I put a little bit lighter beige color. And then I went over some of it with a darker just to age the spider web. And then I used 2 different browns on the spider. And then I just Mod Podged this on a piece of chipboard. So they were pretty easy to make and a lot of fun. Oh, and on these side pieces here, these are hot glue. You just put a line of hot glue on it, and it gives it that cool look of an old book. So anyway, this project was a lot of fun, and this will be for a Halloween display. You can also take a Mod Podge and paint down here and glue the book, kind of glue the pages together, which is what I've done, so this doesn't come apart. So it'll either have to stand like that or on a book stand. So anyway, check out her blog. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you next time.